Habit number 7, consuming endless short content. Let's directly address the elephant in the room. Shorts, Reels, TikTok. Each one gives you a tiny dopamine hit. Every swipe gives you something new, and over time, your brain adapts. It gradually raises your expectations and keeps you constantly occupied, consuming endless streams of short-form content. Studies in cognitive psychology show that constantly seeing new things reduces your brain's tolerance for boredom, because focus, real focus, requires the opposite: stability, repetition, and a bit of boredom. So now anything longer than 30 seconds feels like a documentary. Reading a book feels harder. Studying feels unbearable. Even watching a 5-minute educational video starts to feel long. And when your brain gets addicted to fast rewards, it starts doing something even worse.
Habit number 6, multitasking. It feels productive. Answering calls while working on a report, responding to Slack messages mid-task, switching between tabs, doing multiple things at once. It feels like you're getting more done, but your brain doesn't actually multitask. It switches very fast, back and forth. And every time you switch, your brain pays a price. This is called attention residue. When you leave one task, a part of your attention stays stuck there, thinking about what you just did or what you still need to do. So when you move to the next task, you're not fully there. You're operating at half capacity. People who multitask frequently are actually worse at filtering irrelevant information, worse at memory tasks, and worse at staying focused, even when they try to focus on just one thing. In simple terms, the more you multitask, the worse your brain gets at focusing.
Habit number 5, starting your day in reactive mode. The first thing most people do after waking up, reach for their phone. Notifications, messages, news, social media. Before your brain has even fully woken up, it's already responding. And that sets the tone for your entire day. Because instead of starting with intention, you start with reaction. You're not deciding what deserves your attention. You're letting whatever pops up decide for you. From a neuroscience perspective, early exposure to notifications triggers dopamine, pulling you into quick reward behaviors, while also increasing cortisol, the stress hormone. That combination makes your brain more alert, but also more restless and scattered. You sit down to work, but your mind keeps looking for the next update, the next check, the next distraction. And once that loop starts, it's hard to break.
Habit number 4, not prioritizing deep work. Deep work simply means you sit down, remove distractions, and focus on one demanding task for a sustained period. No checking, no interruptions. And this is where almost all meaningful progress comes from: learning faster, thinking clearly, producing better work. Deep work requires sustained effort, and your brain isn't used to that anymore. After being constantly fed quick dopamine, scrolling, notifications, instant content, your brain starts preferring tasks that are easy, fast, and immediately rewarding. So when you sit down to do something difficult, your brain resists. It looks for an escape, and that's when you drift into shallow work, checking emails, reorganizing things, scrolling just for a minute. You stay busy, but not productive.
Habit number 3, underestimating mental clutter. Not all distractions come from your phone. Some of them are already inside your head. Unfinished tasks, things you said you'd do, random thoughts you never close. They stay active in the background, quiet but persistent. This is called the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain holds on to unfinished tasks more strongly than completed ones. It's like your mind is trying to remind you, hey, this isn't done yet. So even when you sit down to focus, a part of your attention is still tied to those loose ends. That constant mental load reduces your working memory capacity, the very thing you need to think clearly and stay focused.
Habit number 2, ignoring sleep quality. Sleep isn't just rest, it's when your brain does its most important work. While you're asleep, your brain is actively clearing metabolic waste, strengthening neural connections, and resetting the systems responsible for attention and decision-making. It restores the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that controls focus, impulse, and planning. When your sleep quality drops, this system doesn't function properly, and you feel it immediately. Your attention becomes unstable. You get distracted more easily. You make quicker, poorer decisions. Even partial sleep deprivation reduces your ability to sustain attention and increases impulsivity, which is why after a bad night's sleep, everything feels harder than it should. Habit number 1, lack of movement breaks. Your brain isn't built to stay locked in one position for hours, but that's exactly what most of us do. Sit, stare at a screen, and expect our focus to stay sharp. It doesn't work like that. When you sit for long periods, blood flow slows down, less oxygen reaches your brain, and your alertness drops. Mental fatigue builds up. Research in cognitive performance shows that even short forms of movement, like walking for a few minutes, can improve attention, memory, and mental clarity. Without movement, your focus declines over time. In the next video, I'll show you exactly how to rebuild your focus using methods that actually work. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.